All right, guys, here we go. I'm not sure if I'm crazy. I just posted a follow-up to the video we did yesterday, which was a Bigfooter Gary video in which something was captured in the background, pointed out by a couple of you guys on the video itself in the comments. Someone emailed me. There was different time stamps, but anyway, at the 13-minute mark is where I see something. And so we did a little dissection of that. I posted it, and you guys are going crazy. There's like 1,500 views in an hour and a half on that. So, and many people have asked me, you got to go back and do a height comparison. So I got a nice thick pair of gloves on tonight. I've got a heavier hoodie and my bug screen. The bugs are terrible back here, but I'm going to do it because I know exactly where I was standing yesterday. So if we go back and do this as quick as possible, things are fresher in my memory. I know where the camera was set up. I can get it pretty close, and then maybe I'll walk back there to where the anomaly was, or in that area, and we'll just kind of maybe overlay the two videos and see how does it compare in size to me. Now, what I see, guys, and I don't mean this, don't take this the wrong way, all my Bigfooter guys out there. I don't see Bigfoot. I don't see a creature. I see paranormal. I see a ghost or paranormal something, and I see a cloak or robes. That's the first thing I thought of. I thought of the character Death. Okay, that's what I thought of when I saw that. Not saying that that's a real thing, but that's, you know, the image of Death, those cloaks, the robes, the billowing, whatever. That's what I saw. Then my mind next went to, what about a Jesuit priest? You know, 1600s, we know they were all through here. The main Voyager trade route wasn't half a mile from my house. Could it be something like that? And I did a quick search, and the first image that popped up, I'm like, well, it's a dude wearing robes. It could very well be. Now, those are just my two ideas, guys. I don't know. It could be anything. I honestly think there is something there. It's not. My daughter says, oh, it's just dust. And I'm like, what do you mean it's dust? Like, dust would be particles moving around like the bugs. We see the bugs moving around. Well, dust would do the same thing. This looks like something there that's moving, billowing. So let's get our butts back here before it gets dark. Oh, that's the... Okay, so I should mention, I was going to say before it gets too creepy, yesterday doing that session, we were doing a spirit box session on an accidental death that occurred here in town, 1990, a young girl, 14, and I didn't get any shivers down the back of my neck. Like, you guys know me, when I feel something like, oh, there's a presence here, when we get the knocks and the strangeness going on around us and we're doing spirit box stuff, and I didn't get any of the stuff coming through the spirit box where it's like attacking me, you know, like turn back, get out of here, threatening, you know. That didn't happen either, and I didn't feel any shivers or presence of something where I was like feeling uneasy, nothing like that. So I find it weird that that was in that video and I didn't even know it was there. Just throwing all this out there for context. Well, now that we're getting back here, guys, I do feel creeped out, but I think it's just because, well, I'm thinking about it, and that's so friggin' strange. So I think I'm creeping myself out. All right, there it is. There's the clearing. Camera, so there's my trail camera. We'll have to check the files on there meticulously and make sure. I mean, it's pointed right over the same clearing, guys. So who knows what's on there. Did you guys just hear that? 2 knocks right there. I'm setting up the camera. I'm like, I think I got the camera in the right place, and I just heard 2 knocks from right there. All right, guys, this is where the camera was set up. We're very close to it. So right up over there is where the anomaly was. So I'm gonna take a walk up there and just, you guys can compare for size. Okay guys, so what I want to do now is first, let's take a look at an email that was sent to me by M. Klebs. Because they took the time to post some images, and I agree with what they see. That's what I see. Okay, so it says, "Hey Gary, I hope you've been doing well. I've seen your newest video and was blown away. Here's a nut job interpretation for you." Well, I don't think it's a nut job interpretation. You're seeing what I see, okay? To me, it looks like a transparent person wearing some kind of robe. You can clearly see folds of cloth at many points. I agree. That's what I thought I saw when I zoomed in on it. I've tried drawing over it to show you what I mean. It's very hard to see on a still image, so maybe you can pull up the video and compare. After your hand passes over, it even looks like it is raising a robed arm. I didn't notice that, but I agree with the cloth, okay? Try watching the video, focusing your eyes on its head. Now here's an image that I'll put on the screen for you guys. It has 3 images showing the original transparent figure on the left, and in the middle, our emailer has drawn in red the robes, and then there's a statue that they've added on the right for reference, okay? And I agree, this is what I see. When I saw this, I thought death, and then I thought a Jesuit priest. So the next thing I want to do, guys, is we'll pull up, I just did a quick search, the first image I saw, I will show you guys that as well. Lots of action here in the early 1600s right through to 1800s, okay? There were Jesuit priests. I've found Jesuit rings, trade rings. They were here preaching the word of God to the natives, trying to convert them. I don't know why I thought that. And again, that's just my opinion. Some of you guys are saying, that's a Bigfoot. Some of you guys are saying, that's a predator. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying this is what I see. Now, through magic of video editing, I'm going to overlay the 2 clips, the original with the transparent figure and then the one I just made. I'm going to, again, guys, because the camera's not going to be in the exact same place, I'm going to have to cut and paste and kind of drag it around so it fits over top. But that will give us a height. Now, I guess, you know, with my arms up in the air, probably what, close to 8 feet? So take it or leave it. I don't even know. I haven't seen yet how is this thing going to stack up compared to me with my arms over my head. I don't know. Let's take a look. So as you can see from the red lines I drew on there, that thing was huge. And the width, I'd say, guys, it's at least twice as big as me. And as you saw, a couple feet taller than my hands when they were up. So that thing was friggin' big. Now I'm like, I don't even want to go back there just thinking about that. That's crazy. That blows my mind. I didn't think it was going to be that big. But some of you guys did, because you said in the comments, you're like, oh my God, that thing is huge. And I was like, no, it's not that. You're right, it's huge. And finally, we'll take a look at the trail cam captures. I actually grabbed the card yesterday, but hadn't gotten around to looking at it yet, so I don't know what's on there. If there's anything interesting, we'll put it in the video now.